Hey everybody, 8-Bit Josh here, and welcome to the walkthrough of Adventure Park. So if you've been following this series for the last just over a year, you'll know like just recently we actually finished the park, and I thought it would be fun to do sort of a walkthrough of the park and just kind of look at everything we did, see the difference between the beginning area of the park, like the front of the park here, versus like towards the end, like the pirate area and the spooky area, which is much more detailed than the front of the park here. And then ride some of the rides too, probably mostly just the roller coasters, just because the rides that spin around and stuff, they're kind of hard to watch in a video. At least I think they are. But let's take a look here. Let's kind of get down. So this is the front of the park here. Nothing too fancy, but you know, when the summer update came out, they added billboards, so I kind of added these billboards here. There's really not a lot of detail or anything. Definitely see things I could have improved now that I'm, I at least feel like I'm a little more experienced with building. But let's go on through here. And I even saw there's a security camera right there, which was also added in the summer update, if I recall correctly. But yeah, so this is sort of the front of the park. We have like a little water feature, some fountains and whatnot. Oh, got a little weird path going off right there into nowhere. Let's see what else. Oh, there's a couple shops over here. Let's see. There's a Hats Fantastic, and two Hats Fantastics for some reason. Not sure what. Oh wait, no. Hold on. That's a Hats Fantastic. This is a Looney Blooms, but I put a Hat Fantastic awning over both of those, so that was pretty dumb of me not paying attention there. I rather like this wall here that kind of blocks off the roller coaster rawhide. I think I like the way that looks, because as you're walking in the park, like you're down here at their level, you can see the track just over the wall, and you're like, whoa, cool, I want to go on that. But then we walk around, and let's see. So we have I was really new at building this section of the park, and you can definitely tell these buildings are not very well. I mean, they look fine. They just look like buildings, but they're not very detailed. I didn't really add anything or make any sort of custom roofs or anything of that sort. And then we come over here, and I started getting a little bit better at adding details. I was pretty happy with the way this queue looked when I first built it. It was pretty I just liked the way it looked with all the flowers and everything like that. And then over here, oh, this ride's broken down. Of course it is. All these people are going to be leaving. This is our go-kart track, which I was going to ride that right now, but we'll wait for that to get fixed. Let's ride, this is the American Arrow. So let's ride that since it's... Oh, wait, hold on a second. Let's go to the next train. There we go. All right. So we'll ride this guy. This was the first roller coaster I built. It's not very good. It's pretty short because at the time the park didn't have a whole lot of money. I was still pretty much working off of loans. And then they have, oh geez, that little turn right on the first hill, that snaps some necks. But it's pretty fast. It's, oh, kind of slows down quite a bit right there. You got the little corkscrew there, and then it just comes around. And it's really short, it doesn't add up. There's like a tree coming through the wall back there. But yeah, it's let's take a look at this guy, shall we? So especially, like, look at that. You come down that drop right there and it just immediately turns off to the right. That would break everybody's neck. It's pretty funny. Yeah, so like, you know, as the park went on, it kind of added more details and stuff around here. I raised up the land right here to make it look a little bit more like the coaster's going around the terrain rather than just like a weird random hill. And then of course the go-kart track was added later, and I, you know, kind of I tried my best to incorporate it through the roller coaster. I rather like this spot a lot. I think it looks really cool with the coaster and then the go-kart track going through. Let's see, is this fixed now? It looks like it's fixed, so let's see if we'll speed up time so we can get some people coming in. All right, and we got our people in the hold on a second. What? There we go. I don't know why that wasn't coming up. All right, here we go. Yeah, gonna ride the go-karts. There's also a cheat that you can enable, which I forgot to do so, but it actually lets you control the go-karts. At least I don't think it's enabled. No, it's not. But that's okay. This guy's probably a better driver than I am. Whenever I tried to drive it, it's like super easy to spin out. This is like a really long go-kart track. Like, I would love to ride this. I love go-karts. It's like you come around. This part, it's so cool. Oh, and then the coaster goes by. That's really awesome. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's kind of going crazy around those parts. And then we come back around, and I think there's still another lap. Oh yeah, there's another lap. That's a long go-kart track. For like one lap would probably be enough for most places, but anyway, so that's that. We don't really need to ride it for a second lap, but it's pretty cool. One point I intended to build up a station building around, you know, the starting area. Never got around to doing that, unfortunately, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna try and you know, fix things up or improve things at this point. It's, you know, it is what it is at this point. And then let's see, so we have the old carousel here, the Venetian carousel. This is a incredibly unpopular ride. Almost nobody rides it, but you know, it is what it is. And when we first started playing, this is like really what started making us money. Wild Blue. People really like this ride, and it's basically what, if you're starting a park in hard mode challenge, one of the first rides you want to build is definitely Wild Blue, because it makes a lot of money, and if you build up this queue scenery around it, then people pay, like, I think we're charging 16 bucks for it, so it definitely helps. And we have, let's see, we have that ride. We have this ride, which I think it's called Boom Boat. It's a weird name for that. Just a log flume ride. The track itself is actually pre-made. I didn't make the design the layout of the track, but I did build up all this and added all the details. I really like how this area came out. If I can get down here with the scenery, and I made these like little custom kind of barriers because it's really high up, and if you had that stupid person who's like, oh, I'm gonna jump out of the log flume, so I added those in there for a bit of, you know, realism effect, I guess you could say. But I really like it. It looks like it would just be like a really relaxing, like enjoyable ride. Have a little covered bridge here. Kind of comes around. I mean, I would ride this thing. It looks very relaxing. Let's look at it from like out here. You have like this little turnaround area here. It goes back around. Then you have like a small little drop right there. And you come back around over here. And then you have, eventually comes over here and you got another big drop. But that's a pretty popular ride. Like the queue is always full on that. And of course the good old whirly rig has the best music. And then we come over here and we have Western Town. And I start getting a little bit more into detailing, and you know, by this point I was starting to get more familiar with the mechanics of the game. And this roller coaster is another pre-made roller coaster that comes in the game, but all the scenery and the station building I added around it. Oh, so we have a guy going up, so let's ride him. Have to find out which train that is. Is that? Yeah, that was him. All right, so here we go. It's a pretty short roller coaster, but it'd be pretty fun. I would like to ride it. Whoa! Whoa! It's one of those where it makes you like feel like you're gonna like bounce out of your seat. Whoa! Comes around back over here, goes in through the building a little bit, goes over top of the queue, or not the queue, but just a regular path. Alright. That there is Crazy Wagon. There used to be a building right in the middle here. And then the only way to get around to the rest of the park would be to come around over this way and come around all the way over there. But as soon as, after I started building out the pirate area and then the spooky area over there, I was like, man, that's a long way to go. Like, I didn't design the layout very well, so I extended the main pathway all the way down. But in order to do that, I removed the building that was here, added these little, you know, plant feature there. And then I made the path go under the roller coaster, and I added these little custom made like barrier things. Like, you know, if it was real life, they wouldn't let you just walk under the roller coaster. There would have to be some sort of protection. So that's what that's for. And let's see, over here we have Wild Bronco, which is this little, I think it's called like the zipper or something. I forget what this ride is called. There. Oh, it's called Kickflip. What? Why was I thinking zipper? I don't know. But anyway, we won't ride that because that's a super spinny ride. And then we have this over here. This is Jailbreak, which is just a, you know, like little car ride that follows a track. Definitely got lots of detailing in here. Created triggers, which I think, does this explode? Well, I know we have like the cowboy here and the bandit, they shoot each other. Let's ride this guy because he's a pretty simple. We're actually, there we go. We're actually, and they guessed the view of a guest right now. So here we go. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on this area. I was pretty happy with it when, you know, when it was all completed, because I was like, oh, it's so detailed, and I haven't added this much kind of detail to stuff yet, but just all the shrubbery, and I like the little bits of dynamite off there. I thought I added triggers to those to make them explode, but I guess not. And you got some more cowboys and bandits shooting at each other. Oh boy. And they're back behind the jail. Kind of the idea behind this is that, because it's called Jailbreak, that the bandits are trying to bust out their leader, which we'll see him because he's wearing an all red shirt. So there's the bandit right there. And we got a big old triggered explosion here. He's like, whoa, explosion. And that's pretty much that. I think I named him Red Bart instead Black Bart because he's got a red shirt. Not super original, but yeah, so that's Jailbreak. Still a, oh, let's go back over here. Still a ridiculously popular, like, look at all the people that want to ride it. They just loiter outside of the queue. But, so that's that. And then we come over here to the monster of a roller coaster, Rawhide. I like how it kind of circles around this area. So we have like some shops and things, and then the queue starts right there. Slabo Pizza. And then we have, let's see, what do we have? We have Annie's Hats and Wild Bill's Soda. So if we come through here, we can check out the queue for Rawhide. Comes in here. I don't know why I made these like stairs instead of just kind of going straight across, but whatever. So, but I like this a lot too because it's like you're like kind of inside the roller coaster, and I think that just looks really cool. Got some scenery and things there. Come around, we have this like kind of broken down blacksmith building here. What do we have over this way? Nothing over there. This is the exit. So like, you know, I got some logs there stacked up. What do we have? Just some more logs here. We got like a little sawmill like thingy supposed to be cutting the logs. But yeah, let's ride Rawhide. I was pretty proud of this coaster as well. I actually made it its own video on my channel, and it was pretty cool because Frontier, obviously the developer of Planet Coaster, they do like live streams and they show off, you know, community creations, and they actually showed this off on one of their live streams, and that was a pretty cool moment. This is a pretty intense roller coaster. It's really fast, got lots of turns and some good hills to get some airtime going. Whoa! Comes around there. Got a couple other little bunny hills here. Yeah, and then just makes its way back into the station. I like the schedules. But yeah, so that's Rawhide. This is also a very, very popular ride, as you can see. The queue is ridiculous. So yeah, and then they come out through here. We have cheap rates. It is the Blackwater Hotel. They have blackjack, they have poker. And come around. And we come around over here. We have some restrooms. And then we head into Future World. This is the sci-fi section, and I'm a big fan of sci-fi stuff, so I had a lot of fun with this area. So we have like a cosmic cow. We have just a memento. Oh, got an ATM. I like this area though, sort of like atrium. It's very cool. And then we have like, I made like a little alleyway. Just, it doesn't do anything other than it's supposed to look like a sci-fi alley. And then we have a little guy working on a computer there. Added some effects with like the sparks and things. And then we have the Cosmic Swing. This is the entrance for the Cosmic Swing. This big guy right there. So we got to go in here for processing. So we come in. We have some effects with like, there's some sparks. We have some like little steam coming out. These things always reminded me of the holes that in BioShock that the little sisters came out of. So like we come around, more sparks, we got just like wires and cables hanging everywhere. Even have a custom floor too. I think this might have been the first time I made a custom floor. So come around here again. Oh, and then we have like a little laser thingy that kind of goes back and forth, and then there we go. And then come and wait, and there's the cosmic swing. If we head over here, we have this little tower here, which is really just a big old building for, we have an information booth, we have fries, just fries, and then we have some aliens up here that they're shooting. Yeah, they're shooting, and then there's an alien up here, and they're all shooting at these guys. So they're like, whoa, I'm shooting. Pew, pew, pew. And then this is the cube. So we come in through here. You have like a little priority pass section. You have a little alien hiding out in there. And so we go through the super claustrophobic queue. Come around up here. Up there. And then there we are. And then we come out and there's the cube. So if we go over this way, he should be starting anytime soon. But so that's that building. And then we have right here, where is it? We have Starfighter, and this is our floorless roller coaster. This is a big old building. Took me a few episodes and I think even a live stream to make this building. And I have the little 12E, so if you're familiar at all with theme parks and Cedar Point, they used to have a roller coaster called Disaster Transport. And on the side of the building, there was just a 12E. So that's my little homage to that, because I love Cedar Point. So if we come in through here, so we're trainees. We're going to be starfighters, but right now we're just trainees. Come in through here. Have like a little monitor and some more sparks. And then you come around all the way over here. All right. And these guys are probably about to take off. All right, here we go. This is Starfighter. This is the tallest roller coaster in the park. It's really, really tall. I'm gonna just speed this up so we can get to the top of the hill. Alright. You look, nice overview of like the spooky area and the pirate area there. And you're like, oh man. You're like, look at that hill. It's gonna go so fast. Whoa! I also like this one because it's really smooth and definitely sort of has that like sensation of, you know, flying, like doing barrel rolls and tight turns and things. Oh, got really close to that bar there. Comes back around. It's still going really fast, but flies around back in here. Woo! That's an intense ride. There are no brakes on that ride at all. Oh man. And then when you leave the ride, you just come around out here. And that's the sci-fi area. It's actually, never really realized how small it is. And there's only 3 rides in the whole area. But, I mean, the area itself is, I mean, it's a pretty big area, but, you know, only having 3 rides, it's not very big. Okay, so then we come over here. It says, to Pirates Cove. And we have like a nice little area with some restrooms. Some benches if you want to sit down and rest. We have a Missy Good here. We want to get some donuts. And then we have our monorail station. And look, we actually have a monorail up here. People love the monorail in this game. I feel like people just ride it because they want to ride around the park, which is fine. I would ride it just to ride the park. So this is Pirates Cove. And the sign says, "Pirates only, ye be warned." We have a little lookout pirate there. We have this guy sitting up on the roof. So we walk in. And then we have a bit of the roller coaster. It's called Sea Serpent. Kind of goes out right there. I can hear it going. I'm not sure if it already passed this area or not. We'll see. But what I like about it is, as you're a guest, there it goes. Whoa. It's like you see it go out that way, and then you don't see it come back, and you're like, where does it go? It actually goes underground under the path. So like we walk in. We got these little guys that every once in a while will play like a little song. We have this guy on the beach here. Did I give him a piratey name, or is it just no, just Iron Claw, which is not a unpiratey name. It kind of fits. Like Iron Claw could be like the name of a pirate ship, even though it's not a ship. But it's got some cool queue scenery going. Added, just since it's sort of like a beach, just added like some little random like driftwood, and had this little guy just kind of camping out on the beach. So this is Sea Serpent there. Kind of goes up there. This is the entrance, so we'll walk in. And I like this. It's sort of like a little cave. Like it starts off, it's all like grassy. Have like a little view of the coaster from there. But then like you come down here, and it's like, oh, it's getting all wet, and it's like, oh, it's like a little grotto. It's a little pirate grotto. And they're sitting in here. Maybe they're guarding that treasure. They're waiting for their pirate friends to come so nobody steals their pirate treasure. And it's behind a waterfall. So we'll get on. There we are. And this is a launch coaster, so it goes fast right away. Whoa! That part would probably kill me. Comes around here. I like this area because it's just super lush and green. And I'm really happy with the way the pirate area came out. You can't see it right there, but there's like a little skull design in the rock. I'll show that as soon as we finish riding this. This is the part that goes over the path. And then it kind of comes around here. Dips down in a dark hole. And, oh, Jesus. I don't really use brakes much in roller coasters, do I? The ending of that thing is pretty rough. But yeah, so let's see if I can get over here quickly. So let's see. Let's change that to... There we go. It looks better at certain daylight, or a certain time of day because of the shadows. But this was totally unintentional. Somebody in the comments was like, hey, that kind of looks like a skull. And I was like, you know what? It does. So I added the little flames and sculpted out the eyes and nose just a little bit to give it that kind of skull look. And I think that's kind of cool. It's just like a neat little Easter egg. But yeah, look how like lush and green all that is. That would be so fun to ride that. So we come back down here. So we'll come back down to guest level. So we're walking around. We have this little dock area with a swinging pirate ship. And there's lots of triggers and explosions and stuff here. This area like explodes and fire. All the soldiers and pirates shoot at each other. And over here, this is like oh, there's Captain Lockjaw. Captain Lockjaw. And then he shoots his gun with the little confetti. But I like this because I sort of, you know, if I want to make a little story about this building, is that it used to be a fort of some kind, and the pirates sort of, you know, reclaimed it and took it over and added their piratey kind of decor to it. But anyway, so back to kind of going through the pirate area here. So we have that cool little ride. We have that guy up there, which I think I called it Riptide. Yeah, so very simple, like you're just kind of up here looking out over that way, which is a pretty cool view, I think. Oh, the pirate ship's going. Let's see if we can catch the explosions. So these guys will all start shooting at each other. There'll be an explosion right here. Let's wait for it. Come on. Start shooting at each other. There he goes. He's shooting, and then like he shoots these and makes it blow up. Oh, boom. And then there's more over here. So like these guys on the pirate ship are shooting each other. Oh, boom. So that's cool, because, you know, swinging pirate ship's not that exciting of a ride, so have to add some triggers and explosions to make it cool. So we come back around over here. Very lush, very green pirate, tropical piratey area. And you're like, what's way back down this way? Well, we have like a little, we have a pizza place, we have a soda place. And you come in here. Oh, I never built a sign for this ride. But this is the River Rapids ride, so you come through the queue like this. Coming around. And you get more like your classic kind of little queue. And then you come up here. And then we won't ride this just because it's super slow, but I'll kind of take you through it a little bit. I didn't add any sort of like triggered effects here, or like pirates or anything. I probably could have. I mean, I know I could have, but I don't know if I should have or not. So you have more custom like little barriers there. Comes around over here. A quick little view of the park out that direction. Little cave. I think I meant to add some details and things in this cave and just never got around to doing that. Then we have this little covered bridge before the like really big drop. Whoa, big drop, splash. And it just comes around here. And then there, that's the River Rapids ride. And it was really the, whoa, camera. And a lot of this stuff I actually did off camera. You know, there weren't a lot of episodes that featured this area. Mostly because adding all of these trees and rocks and all that stuff just took so much time that it wouldn't have made for very exciting videos. At least I don't think so. So we come back around over here. There we go. We're walking over here. Oh, and we're leaving the pirate area, Pirate's Cove, as it were. And you look over and you're like, whoa. And we have the Haunted Village. I love these spiders because the guests actually duck under them. They're like, oh my god, ew, gross spiders. I don't want them in my hair. So if we walk in, it's very just like misty and spooky looking. And you kind of walk through like a little graveyard on each side. Oh, there's King Ghoster. He's very happy. He's doing his little dances and the guests kind of dance and with him, and the kids like him. And we have over here, this is just a gulpy like soda, I think, but I called it the Witch's Brew. I like the little pumpkins lining the stairs going up. And then let's see, what do we have over here? This is a Chief Beef, which is just nice little spooky building over here, which People love this ride, Crypt Manor. This is a haunted house ride. So let's ride this guy. All right, here we go. Spooky time, haunted house. Got some like weird purple mist. Oh, what's that? What's gonna happen? Oh, the ghost pops out. Ooh, spooky. Whoa, another ghost pops out. We come outside. Got some bats. We head out to the crypt area. It's all misty and spooky. Oh no, there's more purple mist. What's gonna happen? Oh, another ghost. Got some green flames coming out of a coffin. What's gonna happen here? Oh, another ghost pops out at you. Oh, gonna go through all the spiders. No! And then I like this part with the roots. I kind of made them look like hands, like they're out to grab you. Gave them like weird, creepy, creaking sounds. Oh, the hands, they're gonna grab you. So that is Crypt Manor, an always very popular ride. As you can see, the queue for this thing is ridiculous. And this is another ride that it's also on the Steam Workshop, but I also did a separate video just for this ride. This is a roller coaster. So let's go ahead and ride this guy. All right, here we go. This is the Haunted Mine. Got like a bunch of spider webs and oh, giant spider is gonna get you. And we'll just speed this up. Going up the lift hills are so unexciting. Comes around. Oh, there's Crypt Keeper off in the distance. Go down. Ooh, slime. Very intense ride. Come around again. And oh, the tentacles, they're gonna come out and get you. No! And then you come back around. Alright, and there you go. That is the Haunted Mine Ride. And it's haunted because it has this big scary monster at the end of it. And then we have one more ride up here. Back here is the Crypt Keeper. This is our like little, I don't know, cathedral kind of building. I added these with the Adventure Park or Adventure Pack DLC that came out not too long ago, or at least at the time of that I'm recording this. They added gems, and so I created this like simple little stained glass window. You know, nothing too crazy. So like you walk in through here. Again, it's all spooky with the mist. And I like, you can't really see it too much unless you're back here, but like how the Crypt Keeper track kind of crests over the trees a little bit right there. And then let's see, we'll just kind of come over through here. And this is the station building for Crypt Keeper. Looks very ominous, I think. You got the gargoyles on top. So let's get in here. May need to wait until, if this was broken down, may need to wait. All right, here we go. We're on Crypt Keeper. We're gonna be going way up there. Whoa! Oh, it goes so fast. Before I was talking how I don't like to add brakes on roller coasters. I added so many brakes to this thing, and it's still super fast. Like if we come back and look at the track, all of this from about right there all the way over is just one long brake run, and it's going so fast as it's going through there. So yeah, that is pretty much it for Adventure Park. I like the way this looks. I like this view a lot. And then we kind of go through, and you know, if you're head back out this way, we have like some another shop and restroom there. A little Ferris wheel. Come back down over here. Back through the western area. Whoa, look at all those people. And so there, that is Adventure Park. So I hope you enjoyed this little walkthrough of the park, and you know, if you've been following this series from the beginning, a little look back in through time at what we've done. And you know, if you're new to the series or haven't watched any of it, then you know, I guess this would be a cool little overview of everything that we have done over the last year in this park. So thank you guys so much for, you know, not only watching this video, but, you know, watching the series over the last year. It's been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot about this game, and I'm looking forward to starting another park. Anyway, be sure to leave your comments, suggestions, feedback down below. I mean, there's, you know, I'm not going to change any more for this park. And this park is now on the Steam Workshop. So if you want to download it and play around with it, you know, fix all the things that I messed up, or, you know, just kind of look at everything that we've done, it's there for you to download. I do recommend you might want to put a cap on the number of guests, just because it's a large park and it can definitely slow down with many thousands of guests. So yeah, like I said, I am 8-Bit Josh, and thanks for watching. See ya.